Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? Hope you are fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. Today we are discussing theorem number 9.4. The statement of the theorem is, if two chords of a circle are congruent, then they will be equidistant from the center. Now what is a chord? You know very well. The join of any 2 points on the circumference of the circle, it is called chord. Or congruent mean equal. Then they will be equidistant. Equidistance mean equal distance from the center. Now what is the center? Center mean it is a fixed point which is equidistant from the points or the circumference of a circle. Now with the help of this statement we can draw a diagram. Move on the diagram. We are having, they are saying there are two chords. In diagram we are having two chords A, B and C, D will be equidistant from the center. Or congruent. Congruent mean the length of these two chords A, B and C, D are equal, and then they will be equidistant mean these two chords A, B and C, D are equal distance from the center O. Now what is the given? In given we are having that A, B and C, D are two equal chords of a circle with center at O, and OH is perpendicular to AB and OK is perpendicular to CD. There is the sign of perpendicular. Perpendicular means when a line intersecting another line by making the angle of 90 degree, it is called perpendicular. Now OH is perpendicular AB. How? Because OH is intersecting the chord AB by making an angle of 90 degree. That's why OH is perpendicular to AB. Now OK is perpendicular to the chord CD. Similarly, OK is intersecting the chord CD by making the angle of 90 degree. That's why OK is perpendicular to CD. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that measurement OH is equal to measurement OK. Measurement OH is equal to measurement OK. This we have to prove. For this proof we have having some construction. In construction we have to join O with A and O with C. By joining O with A and O with C, we are having two right angle triangles OAH and OCK. What is a right angle triangle? You know very well. Right angle triangles mean when a triangle is having one angle is equal to of 90 degree, it is called right angle triangle. Why OAH is a right angle triangle? Because at point H there is an angle of 90 degree. Similarly, why OCK is a right angle triangle? Look at the diagram. At point K there is an angle of 90 degree. That's why OCK is called right angle triangle. Now the proof of the theorem. For this proof, the first statement is that OH bisects the chord AB and measurement AH is equal to half of measurement AB, equation number 1. In reason that they are saying OH perpendicular to AB by theorem number 3. What is theorem number 3? According to the statement of that theorem is, perpendicular from the center of a circle on the chord bisects it. How this theorem is applying here? Move on the diagram. There is a OH is perpendicular, and this is OH is perpendicular from the center on the chord AB bisects it. That's why when OH is perpendicular to the chord AB, this OH divides the chord AB into two equal parts. Then we can say that measurement AH is equal to the half of measurement AB. This is equation number 1. Similarly, they are saying that OK bisects the chord CD and in the result of measurement CK is equal to the half of measurement CD. This is question number 3. In again they are saying in the reason that OK is perpendicular to CD by theorem number 3. Again I will tell you what is theorem number 3. Theorem number 3 is perpendicular from the center of a circle on the chord bisects it. This theorem is how this theorem is applying here. Move on the diagram. The perpendicular OK from the center bisect the chord CD. Chord is CD and OK bisects this chord CD. That's why means OK is divide the chord CD into two equal parts. Then we can say that measurement CK is the half of CD. CK is the half of CD. This is question number 2. But we know very well AB is equal to CD. Why both are equal? This is in the given. Now by combining equation number 1, 2 and 3, we can say that measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. Measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. This is by using question number 1, 2, 3. In 1, they are saying that measurement AH is equal to half of AB. And in question number 2, we are saying that measurement CK is the half of CD. And in third equation, we are saying that AB is equal to CD. Then by using equation 1, 2 and 3, we can say that AH is equal to measurement CK. This is equation number 4. Now after this, you can see in the diagram there are two right angle triangles OAH and triangle OOCK. These are two right angle triangles. These two triangles are having one angle is equal to of 90 degree. You can see in this diagram. Now in this we have to prove the congruency of these two right angle triangles. Firstly, we are discussing the hypotenuse of these two of first triangle OAH. In this right angle triangle, OA is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle, or you can say in other words, it is the opposite of right angle. Now OA is hypotenuse and this is equal to the hypotenuse OC of the right angle triangle OCK. OC is the hypotenuse. Why? Because it is the longer side of OCK and it's also opposite to the right angle. Now in the reason they are saying that why they are equal, because they are the radii of the same circle. Radii mean this is the plural form of radius, mean both are radius. OA is the radius and OC is the radius. These are two radius of the circle. That's why hypotenuse OA is equal to hypotenuse OC. Now after this we are discussing the side of the right angle triangle. Measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. This is already proved by using question number 1, 2 and 3. It is proved that measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. Now triangle OAH is congruent to triangle OCK. These two right angle triangles are congruent. And the congruency of these two right angles are proved by the HS postulates. You know very well what is the HS postulates mean. Two right angle triangles, one side and hypotenuse of one triangle is congruent to the one side and hypotenuse of the other triangle, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. How this HS postulate applying in this diagram? Move on the diagram. We are having right angle triangle OH and OCK. In these two right angles, the hypotenuse OA and side AH is congruent to the hypotenuse OC and side CK, then we can say that these two right angle triangles are congruent by HS postulate. When the congruency is proved, then you know very well the sides and angle, all the sides and angles which are present in these two right angle triangles are congruent. So we can say that measurement OH is equal to measurement OK. This is the proof of the theorem. Now in this theorem there is one thing I want to tell you students. In reason there is written that by theorem number 3. Replacement of by theorem number 3, here you have to write down the statement of theorem number 3. You have to learn the statement of theorem number 3 and here you have to write down the statement of theorem, that theorem. In this theorem now only one confusing point is here, that how measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. Move on equation number 1 and 2. According to these two equations, that AH is the half of AB and CK is the half of CD, and when both AB and CD chords are equal, then obviously their halves are also equal. So that's why measurement AH is equal to measurement CK. This is all about the theorem. Students, today's diary is you have to do the practice of theorem number 9.4. It is on page number 184, half of on page number 184 and the other half on page number 185, and you have to do the practice of this theorem on your practice registers.